Hey everybody, it's Cooper here. This pickup video is very big. I have stuff from everywhere. I have eBay, I have stuff from Nintendo Age, from the N64 Forever forum, I have stuff from Craigslist, from multiple pawn shops, from Gamers Inc., which is my local video game store, and you know, just about everywhere you can think of. A lot of the stuff, I don't remember how much I paid or really where I got it from, because there's a lot of it here, but I'll start off with an N64 with one gray controller, and it came with both cables. Got Turok 2, Seeds of Evil, Pokemon Snap, Diddy Kong Racing, 007 GoldenEye. Those were $1.50 each. And then I got some PS2 games as well. These were also $1.50 each. Neo Geo Battle Coliseum, Kingdom Hearts 2, Cabela's Outdoor Adventures, Pac-Man World Rally, First Shadow Hearts. Very awesome to find this for $1.50 at my local pawn shop. I did a Craigslist deal today for some PS2 games. I paid 20 bucks total. Kingdom Hearts 2, Kingdom Hearts Re-Chain of Memories, Dragon Ball Z Infinite World. I did another Craigslist deal today actually, a couple hours after that one. Some PS1 games and some Xbox stuff. Halo and Halo 2, Call of Duty Black Ops, a disc-only Spyro Year of the Dragon. We have Crash Bandicoot, Crash Bandicoot Warped, which I believe is number 3, Legend of Legaia, which is like a $40-ish game. For that whole bundle, I paid 50 bucks. I did another Craigslist deal. The same guy that I got the Kingdom Hearts and Dragon Ball Z games from today, I met up with him a couple days ago for our first deal, and then today we met up again, but the first time from him I got Pokemon Blue version, Final Fantasy Theater Rhythm for the 3DS, which is complete. For both of those, I paid $25. I went around to a couple pawn shops and the game store the other day. I went to the pawn shop first. I found some Wii games, some Game Boy Advance games, some Dreamcast games, and some PlayStation stuff, and a Game Boy system. And I bought... I'll show you what I got first, and then I'll tell you. I got a pink Game Boy Advance for 12 bucks. Naruto Ninja Council 1 and 2 for the Game Boy Advance. This game, which says unknown on it, and the Game Boy Advance games were 3 bucks each. So I took a chance on this one, and it turns out it's Mario vs. Donkey Kong. So, pretty good gamble right there. NCAA Football Game Breaker. I grabbed all the Dreamcast games they had because he told me he'd sell them to me for 50 cents each. So, I guess that was in with them, and I grabbed it. But, there's NFL 2000 and a web browser 2.0. Resident Evil Code Veronica, both discs here. And there was a bunch more Dreamcast games, but I traded those into the game store. I got 3 copies of New Super Mario Bros. Wii for, where is it? For $12.99 each. Like I said, there was a bunch more Dreamcast games, and also a PS1 Mini with the screen attached that came with the cords, 2 controllers, and like a zip-up carrying case. And I bought all that stuff from the pawn shop. The PS1 was $15 as well, which is a great deal with the screen. And so I went from there straight to the game store, and I asked how much they would give me for the Dreamcast games, and I paid like 50 cents each, and I meant to give them those too. I didn't realize those were in the bottom of my bag until I got home, but I paid like 7 bucks for all the Dreamcast games, and they gave me like 8 bucks for them, which I was completely fine with because I really didn't want them. I just wanted the Resident Evil one, actually. So I gave them those, and then I also had a GameCube controller that I bought from the pawn shop for 2 bucks. They gave me $6 for that, and this is all trade credit. And then they gave me 45 bucks for the PS1, which I only spent $15 on. So total I had like almost 60 bucks in credit. So I used that along with some cash, and I got a decent stack of games here. First up, for the N64, Mia Hamm Soccer, which I have the box and manual for. I just needed a cartridge. Ford Racing 2, iToy Play, Puzzle Challenge Crosswords, Ford vs. Chevy, The King of Fighters, Maximum Impact, and it's like a special edition. It's like a double disc here. It opens up. It's got 2 discs. One of them is like a bonus disc. I think it might be a DVD or something. But that was $12.99. Picked up a complete copy of Tecmo Super Bowl for $12. Taboo, The Sixth Sense for $6. The Bard's Tale for, I want to say $15. Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess for the GameCube because it was only marked at 30 bucks and I can sell it for like 40 to 45. I bought a Grape Game Boy Color and that came with Pokemon Blue version and I paid 20 or 25 for that off Craigslist. I got another Grape Game Boy Color. It came with Frogger 2 and Pokemon Crystal. I paid 25 for that bundle. I have a third Grape Game Boy Color here, so that's 3 of them. I don't know if I already showed this or not, but I got this from the first pawn shop off of Nintendo 64 Forever. Someone contacted me on there wanting to sell some games, and these are complete in box, and I paid 60 bucks for these, I think shipped, and it's Mario Kart 64, Player's Choice, and Banjo-Tooie. From eBay, I picked up a boxed Super Nintendo game. There's no manual, but it is the cartridge in the box, and I got it for like half of what it usually goes for, boxed, and that is Ultima: The False Prophet. And I got this for like 15 bucks, I think, buy it now, and the cheapest one besides that with the box was like 35. Another game that I got off eBay that I wish I wouldn't have bought, or I wish that I would have known more about it before I bought it, is Churro Q for the N64. This is a Japanese exclusive, and it comes in this oversized box here, and I thought that it maybe came with like a microphone or something extra, because there's a lot of Japanese games for the N64 that are like that. And I opened it, and it comes with the game here, which is complete, in great shape. And then it comes with this extra little insert, which is supposed to hold a toy car. And I wasn't aware of that, but, you know, now that I have the box, I can see it down there. It didn't come with the car, unfortunately, and there's no way that I'm ever going to find the car just by itself. But I don't think it's too rare to find one with the car, so I'll just have to buy another copy, and when I do, you know, get rid of this one. Another Craigslist deal, Donkey Kong 64 and Mario Kart 64. Dr. Franken, Ren and Stimpy Space Cadet Adventures. Desert Speed Trap, starring Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote for the Game Gear. Coraline, Surf's Up. And this third one, I actually already have this game, but I have a factory sealed copy, so I'm going to keep this one in case I want to play it. That's Harvest Moon Animal Parade. King's Field 2, disc only. It comes in a long box for Bases Loaded 96. The Adventures of Lomax, Mega Man Legends. For the whole bundle, I paid 60 bucks, or 65, which is pretty good. And the whole reason I went to the game store in the first place was to get a bunch of discs resurfaced. The Mega Man Legends needed to be resurfaced, and I had a bunch of GameCube games and some other PS1 games from before that I needed to get fixed up, so I did that. Next up is something else I bought off eBay for my collection, and the guy shipped it poorly and it got crushed, so I'm sending it back. So I thought I'd just show it to you guys while I have it. It's a Japanese clear blue and white N64 controller. It's blue on the top, white on the bottom, but as you can see right here, it got crushed, and I'm barely applying any pressure here, and that's what it did. The pictures that I saw before he shipped it, it was in great condition, so I'm really mad about that. And it was like 60 bucks with free shipping, but now it's going to cost me, and it's from the United States, but it's going to cost me, you know, 10 bucks to send it back, which is so dumb. I can't believe that he didn't just ship it like I asked him to. Something else that I got off eBay here, I picked up Wade Hickson's Counterpunch for the Game Boy Advance. This is still factory sealed. This was $6 with free shipping. I bought a Game Boy Color, and it came with Pocket Bomberman here, which is a super cheap game. But the Game Boy is another grape purple one, so the fourth grape Game Boy Color in this video, but this one's boxed. And I didn't have the grape one boxed yet, so very happy to have this in my collection now. And it's in pretty good shape. No baggie though, which is unfortunate. One more thing from eBay, and then something very awesome from the pawn shop. I got this off of the German eBay. This is the same controller I just showed you, but it's the German boxed version. Blue on the top, clear on the bottom. Like I said, German box looks very weird. I'd never seen like a German boxed N64 controller before, and I don't know anybody that has them in their collection, like, unless they're German, I guess, but like Lithium and Finn Gamer and all them, they have the Japanese, the PAL, and the North American ones, but I don't see anybody that has the like a German one, so I thought that was pretty unique and pretty cool to add to my collection. And that was $68 after shipping, I think. The Game Boy Color, I don't know if I mentioned it, was $35 with free shipping. The last thing I have to show you guys is an NES bundle that I bought from my pawn shop. It came with a bunch of games here, which came in these carrying cases, so I'm going to show you the games first. First we have this carrying case here. Here's the other case, which is a little bit smaller. I already have 2 of these cases, so this is my 3rd one, but this is the first one I've ever seen like this. It has a Nintendo logo here that's like raised up and everything. But it's full of games here, so I'm not going to show you all the games because they're all in sleeves and most of them have their manuals. I'm just going to read them off. But there's DuckTales, Dragon's Lair, Beetlejuice, TMNT arcade game, TMNT, Rescue Rangers, Super C, Life Force, Bionic Commando, RC Pro-Am, Castlevania 2, Bad Dudes, Little Nemo Dream Master, Dragon Warrior, and Popeye. Then there's a couple extra manuals in here for Battletoads and Tiger Heli, and also the poster for Tiger Heli. Like I said, most of those have their instruction manuals. And then this one here has the better games, but I'm just going to read them off once again. There's The Simpsons, Bart vs. the World with the manual, Super Mario Bros. 3 with the manual, Mario Bros. Duck Hunt and Track Meet, Ninja Gaiden, Gold, Legend of Zelda, Dr. Mario, and Kirby's Adventure. The best thing about it is the system, and it's boxed, and it's one that I didn't have, and I checked completed listings on eBay. 2 of them have sold recently. One of them was like $350, and the other one was like close to $600. And this one is complete. And that is the NES Deluxe set with Rob the Robot. And this box is in pretty good shape. There's a small hole right here, if you can see that. But other than that, it's in really good shape. And, you know, I was in there when the guy was pawning it, and I really wanted it. And I'm so glad that he didn't pay for it, and that I got to buy it. And for the NES, with all the games, it was only $180, which is a phenomenal deal on that. And it has the Styrofoam, it has the Gyromite and the Duck Hunt game. It didn't have the 2 controllers, so I put my own in there, but it had the Zapper, the system, it has Rob and all his pieces, and you know, everything's in great condition, and I'm really happy to have that in my collection. It is amazing. That's it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.